Yan, going live. Ayun. Ang papanoorin natin ngayon ay ang fish na naglalakad sa wall, no? Matindi to. Ayun. Ayun, no? Tignan natin, panoorin natin kagad to. Huwag natin sayangan ang oras natin. Eto na, no? Huwag niyo nakakalimutan mag-subscribe, ano? At mag-likes and share ng ating video para marami pa tayong Eto na, umpisa na natin kagad. Tignan natin yung fish na naglalakad, oh. Umaakyat sa wall.
These guys look like huge wood lice, but let's take a closer look. Actually, they look much more amazing. These are fish that literally climb the rock, as if it was an ordinary walk for them. Just imagine a huge wall of water in front of you. Would you be able to climb it?
But,
these climbers can easily do that. They can also take a short break along the way.
Oh, lalakad talaga. Nakita niyo yan? Kaya mo yun.
They can do that thanks to a special structure of their mouth and fins. Even if a snake is small and not venomous, it can still look creepy. Just check out this common egg eater. The snake feeds exclusively on bird eggs, and nature has given it a flexible skull bone so that it could swallow it whole. It's crazy what this pac-man is capable of. But wait, that's not all. They need to puncture the shell somehow. These snakes have extended vertebral hypophyses, somewhat like claws in the throat that squeeze the shell. The egg eater doesn't even have teeth to bite, but you still wouldn't want to stumble across it, would you? To be honest, we deliberately showed the scene in the wrong order, so that you would wonder what kind of bird that is. Is this a mutant or some video editing? No, just a caring father who hid a couple of his chicks from this formidable predator. Seeing a crocodile, the male jacana grabs the offspring and tucks them under his wings like suitcases and goes away. Researchers in Indonesia once reported that they discovered an octopus doing something outstanding. And they were right. Take a look at what this guy's doing.
Wala. May dala-dala siyang bahay. Yung baon ng nyog. Parang sira ulit.
It is very difficult for octopuses to find shelter in plain sandy water, but this genius decided to take matters into his own hands, or tentacles. He found two halves of a coconut shell somewhere and turned them into a house. It's now the place where it rests and hides during the hunt, and it also carries it with him everywhere. Well, or rather, rolls in it. At first glance, this creature even seems funny. It's called a velvet worm for its unusual skin. It looks a lot like a centipede, and it hunts in a rather disgusting way. Check it out, an attack is coming. And that's it. After such a shot, the prey is covered in sticky slime it can't get out of. The way velvet worms eat is also not that pleasant to see. It injects enzymes into the victim's body and then drinks the resulting broth. Try to see what happens to birds that live in a birdhouse next to a construction site.
Ay, galing yan. Natutuwa ako sa bird na yan.
In fact,
kahit pwede niyang gayahin eh.
Only needs to hang out for a day or two at a construction site to memorize all of the sounds all the tools make. During the mating season, this Australian bird sings up to 4 hours a day, and its repertoire includes almost all the surrounding sounds it heard.
Yung camera shutter na camera, kaya niya.
The lyrebird also has unique plumes. In short, that's a very unusual bird. True, it has some rivals though.
Ayun, no? Yun na, konti lang na patalastas.
Why did you invest in stocks on eToro?
With eToro, I can invest in global and local stocks.
Yan, take tayo. Ayan, magagaya ng lyrebird yan, nagagaya yan.
And now we have a riddle for you. What's plump like a hamster, fluffy like a hamster, runs in a wheel like a hamster too, but is not a hamster? That's right, a cat in the washing machine. Hey buddy, if even you are tired of lying on a couch all day long, can you imagine what we feel with this whole lockdown thing? Dunk. And another dunk. Okay, the third one was a bit rough, but have you ever made 3 in a row? Also, this basketball player is 16 years old, while on average, sea otters live up to 20. This elderly otter was rescued near the California coast and delivered to the Oregon Zoo. The vets discovered it had arthritis. Treatment required some outdoor activities. So, Eddie was taught to throw a ball into a basket, and as you can see, it became a real pro. And here is how elephants go for a walk in the Belgian zoo. Apparently, they're very scared of losing any member of their team. But if they do it for the sake of safety, why did they put the smallest one in the front? Do you think chickens are boring animals and they can't possibly surprise you? Well, then check out how they're trying to get fur needles. If an insect suddenly lands on your nose in the summer, don't panic. Take a lesson from this raccoon. You slowly take a fighting stance and kapow! Damn, Kung Fu isn't working. Yo, long time no see. What's up, bro? You know this feeling when you come home after a party and that catching bee just won't get out of your head? Here's what they look like in that moment. Though these movements are normal for Maltese pigeons, they need to relax their long necks somehow. Human technologies pale in comparison to the wonders of nature, you say. Okay then, why is there such interference on this bee screen? Seriously though, this looks quite mesmerizing. You even want to touch it, don't you? You shouldn't though. Giant bees actually came up with this mechanism for protection. At the sight of a threat, bees launch a wave that seems to scare away intruders. Take an otter with a cute face and a caiman with sharp teeth. Who is the prey and who is the predator here? Judging by this footage, the answer's not actually that obvious. When the Brazilian otter appeared on the bank, the reptiles got nervous, as if they were expecting trouble at any moment, especially the one below. Turns out that otters often attack young caimans, wear them out with a long struggle, and then tear apart their prey like lions. If you want to get otter phobia, you can Google these shots. Just be ready to have this kind of reaction. The Great Hornbill is cool for several reasons. It grows up to 1.5 meters long, can live up to 50 years, but the coolest thing is how these birds care for their offspring. Firstly, the male chooses a suitable hollow dozens of meters above ground, and then the female seals the entrance to it with a mixture of earth, fruit, and feces. Only a small window remains, which the female uses to get in, and this way she voluntarily imprisons herself for about a month. All this time, the male will keep bringing food to this hole. Sorry, but we rummaged in your weird and terrible dreams and found this.
Spider, you know.
Is this the first time you've seen such a thing and you've had nightmares about it? Well, now you will. Actually, there's nothing to worry about. First, this spider species lives only in Morocco. So the somersaulting spider moves this way not to chase you. On the contrary, it's running away from danger, increasing its speed more than twice. And finally, this fellow is pushing science forward. An engineer from Germany created a robot inspired by its unique movements. Okay, maybe the acrobat spider is a bit disturbing. Check out this winking multi-pin to calm you down.
Kumikindat. Kikindat yan, tingnan mo. Ayan, kikindat yan. Kindat. Dali na. Kikindat yan. Yes.
Don't get too relaxed though. We saved the best for last. Hundreds of ants shooting acidic liquid from bee back at their bellies. However, only birds or other small animals interested in the contents of the anthill should be afraid of their attack. The acid volleys act as an air defense and help drive away intruders. But the liquid doesn't cause irritation in humans. They say it just smells like fish and chips. Hey friends.
Dito na tayo magtatapos mga kapatid at maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Sana natuwa kayo, no? Naligayahan kayo sa aking video. At marami pa tayong video gagawin. Marami pa. Thank you very much, mga ka-FLM ko. Thank you very much. Love you all.